All right, hi, my name is Jonathan Burke, and this is my What's Your Brand project. All right, like I said, my name is Jonathan Augustus Burke, full name. I'm 19 years old, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia. My classification, I'm a sophomore, and my major is mass communications, political communication. All right, so in this project, I'm going to talk about three characteristics or traits that create my brand of who I am, and all three of them actually relate to each other. Those three are activism, leadership, and storytelling, okay? So involving activism, involving the racial injustice that's in this community, that's in this world now. I want to do things on campus, off campus, throughout college, after college that help make up those things. So I want to get involved with the Black Lives Matter chapter, things like that. Anything I can get my hands on that involves and helps, just better create a safe place for people that look like me is things I love to get involved with. So at LSU, I am on the executive board for Black Student Union. I am PR, so I'm over those things, social media, things like that. So this class is really interesting. It ties into it. I am the head worker at the African American Culture Center at LSU. So there, I'm able to partner and work with NAACP, Black Women's Empowerment Initiative, Black Male Leadership Initiative, Black Student Union. I'm able to partner with all these different organizations, work with them, help them set up things, learn new information, soak up information, things like that. And all of those organizations do run through the AACC. People that helped with the Imani pageant in the past, they ran through the AACC, things like that. So I love to get involved, and being involved in school has really, really helped me. Black Lives Matter, it's more than just a trend. It's more than just a phrase. It's actually has meaning to it. We had the protest about a week ago on Saturday. I was out there. I was marching, I was spreading awareness, taking photos, things like that, just trying to install that, at this age, we can do things of that nature, okay? So my next characteristic is leadership, right? And with leadership and activism tie into it with each other. I have some photos up for leadership, being in the AACC, being a worker there, doing things like that. Like I said, working with those organizations. Also, being on the executive board for Black Student Union. Just a few days ago, we just had a clothes drive for people affected by Hurricane Laura, going to Lake Charles, doing things like that, getting kids involved. I get asked all the time, how do I get involved with Black organizations? We know you're the guy. So I'm always, talking about, go to an NAACP meeting, go to a Black Student Union meeting, see if you can apply to join Black Male Leadership Initiative or Black Women's Empowerment Initiative, different things like that. So leadership is really, really big for me. And I'm kind of a leader that doesn't like to only be on top. I like to collaborate and work with other leaders and other people who have the same mindset and goals that I do. I love that. I love working with people. I love doing things together. I'm all about that. I don't want to take all the credit up. I don't want to be a king. I want to be like a unity, like an executive board, things like that. So that's how my activism with Black Student Union ties into my characteristic of leadership. Also, in the photo that's going to be shown, Freshman Leadership Council is going to be the photo to the left, top left. In that, a Freshman Leadership Council is basically an organization that freshmen join, and it's a gateway to open us up into student government and, just to learn about different things, the different branches of student government, how it can affect change on campus. Unfortunately, I'm not in student government because I am a part of the student-run news organization Tiger TV, which I will go into on my next characteristic, and you can't do student media and student government at the same time. But student government, just learning how to become a leader on campus and do things like that has really, really helped me. That club and organization I was a part of last school year, my freshman year, it was really, really cool. It was fun. I was able to collaborate with a lot of other people who had minds that thought like me, would think like me, things like that. And so being a part of that organization, leadership, just crafting and learning these skills so early in college has definitely affected me, and I apply it to other organizations. So I've taken what I've learned from FLC and applied it to Black Student Union, applied it to working in the AACC African American Culture Center, and things like that. I'm also a part of organization action awareness, which ties into my last characteristic, which is storytelling. I love telling stories through film, through reading a little bit, but more so through film, pictures, things like that. I'm a part of this organization, Action Awareness. The purpose of it is to bring recognition to Black organizations on campus in Louisiana. basically. And so with that, that's going to be a photo, bunch of us, two photos I have of that, of us standing and stuff. You know, it's made up of a lot of really talented videographers and graphic designers and stuff. And so with storytelling, I love videography. Like I said, this ties into that last organization, Tiger TV. I'm a sports reporter for LSU. So before the whole pandemic happened, I was going to basketball games, recording, getting footage of that. Just being able to tell stories through a lens is so beautiful to me. My father was a professional photographer for 30 years before he passed, and a lot of his skills kind of shook off and rubbed off on me. So I just love being able to capture things and tell stories and things like that. And just branding that, everyone knows I love film. I'm all about it. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm a huge Marvel guy. I was on set for one of the movies. Things like that. When I really on set, I was there when they were filming. But I really love, things like that, film, telling stories. So with Tiger TV, I'm able to tell that through sports, with action awareness. That's a leadership role. We work with Black organizations, which ties into my leadership, and that ties into my activism. And so all these three characteristics, activism, leadership, and storytelling and film, all tie in together and make up who I am as a person. So as you can tell, I'm a big extrovert. I love to talk a lot. I love to collaborate with people. I love to do things like that. So that's who I am as a person. And yeah, hope you enjoy.